Hey guys, okay, so this is going to be a very quick pickup video. I didn't pick up too much today because I'm being a little bit more pickier. I'm trying to aim for items that are around £20 plus. Um, I've had, as I say, one of my last videos was about my crappy week. The week itself wasn't crappy because of my sales. Sales was steady. Sales were okay. Yes, I was shifting a lot of the lower value stuff, but I didn't mind that. It was just more the eBay issues I was having, and then mainly the personal issue with my friend. It's never nice when a close friend of yours is going through a hard time, and that affected me and probably affected other aspects of my life, and I just needed to rant. I needed to get it out there. And in fairness, everybody's been great. Everybody left some really great comments, just basically telling me, keep going at it. Lots of supportive stuff. Um, and for those of you that saw the SNS show, obviously Sam kind of did pinpoint me out. But I didn't really have any complaints, to be honest, because he was right. On a business level, me selling. He mentioned the jacket. Me selling a jacket for $9.99 free postage. Having paid postage once before because I did get a jacket for free from Sports Direct. Paid postage, sold it again, paid postage. On a business level, that's terrible. That's shit. It really is. I made hardly anything at all. But for me, it was about cash flow. I didn't care if I lost out on stuff. I didn't care about profit. I just needed to shift items that were fairly low value or stuff that I couldn't really get the best value now, just to raise some cash for my friend. That was it. It was a personal reason. Reselling and business and profit went on the back burner, and I needed to do this for someone who's been there for me in the past. So that wasn't a normal week for me. I would never normally sell like fire sale like that, but and I certainly wouldn't recommend anyone looking at those prices and thinking, "Oh, I'm going to go for that." You can get more, but trust me, So no, I had no issues with what Sam said. I've had some messages already on Facebook, sort of saying, like, "Oh, can you believe what Sam said?" I told them the same. I said, "I've got no problems. He was right. No problems at all." So yeah, that answers that. Either way, I'm going to show you some pickups. And like I said, I've been pickier, so it's harder to find higher value items, especially for me, because I do only saw some charity shops. I'd love to do boot sales every week, a weekend. I'd love to do auctions every 2 weeks, but I just can't. I just can't get there. I have to rely on other people taking me there because I don't drive. Buses don't go there. So, or what I should say is, there is a bus that goes there, but it gets there so late that by the time I get there, everyone's packing up. So, but yeah, but I'm trying. I'm still learning. I know I've been doing this for properly like a year and a half, because I took time off, but we're all still learning. So anyway, on to the pickups. This one is the Treasure of the Incas, and I paid only £1 for this, which I thought was pretty good in a charity shop. It's not a fantastic seller, it has to be said, but it has sold in the past for £20. It's also sold for £9, where I don't know what that guy was doing. He may have been doing what I was doing, just trying to shift some stock. I don't know, but yeah, if I wait, it is Fisher Price and it is Ravensburger, so two top quality names. Yeah, if I'm willing to wait, which I am, I don't mind too much now, to be honest. Now that terrible week and other issues are out of the way, I can get back to normal. So I'm gonna put this up for like £25 because it is quite a rare game. Amazon is £25, so yeah, it is complete. So I'll shove that up and I'll see what happens. Next one. It's quite a nice looking game. Some games just stand out on a shelf just as being different. That doesn't always mean they're great, but it just means that they catch your eye and they make you want to go over and pick them up and think, okay, what's this? And oh, by the way, this Treasure of the Incas game is from 1988, so pretty old game. This one is pretty old as well, not as old as that one, but this is 1993, and it is James Bond Jr. The game. This one's not too bad, you know. This one, I'm pretty sure the last time I checked, I think there's one on eBay listed for £29.99. However, it has sold previously for around the £20 to £25 mark. It is pretty rare, and you know, the box is actually superb. I mean, you're always looking, with vintage games especially, you're always looking for like proper corners, you know, proper nice straight corners. And yeah, that's a lovely example of, I hate saying the word vintage being 1993 because, you know, I'm a child of the 80s, so if 90s is vintage, then what the hell am I? You know, but yeah, so I hate using that term for 90s, but I guess it is. So yeah, vintage, pretty cool. And I paid £2. So I was happy with that, to be honest. That was really quite cheap, and it was a day of really cheap pickups, I must admit. So yeah, not boot sale prices. You might be able to get that for like 50p in a boot sale, but this was a pretty cool one as well. By the way, all these are complete. So this is called Terrace, and it is the future of strategy games. And the cool thing is it's Star Trek. Not too many online of these, it has to be said. They do go for around the £20-25 mark. They can go lower, but they're pretty much 99.9% of these games, and it's made by Wonder Games. Pretty much like 99.9% of them are all from the United States, and the postage to the UK varies from like £10 up to £45 for one of the listings on eBay. So I'm hoping, because I'll be the only UK seller, I might be able to like put a £30 price tag on it. And hey, you never know, it might go, I might be way off the mark. I'm sure somebody will soon tell me if I am off the mark, but you know, it's a rare game, and I may be either the only person who's selling it in the UK on eBay, or at least one of like 2 or 3. So yeah, that will sit there. It may not be a big seller, but we'll soon find out. And the cool thing is, I only paid £1, and your eyes aren't deceiving you. That really does say Oxfam. £1 in Oxfam. Can't go wrong with that. Next up, we have one of these. And I've had one of these before, and it was the white version. And I was actually out picking with Sam Latchford from Sam's Pickup and Buys. If you haven't watched his channel, check him out, man. He's good. He's a local guy to me. So yeah, I picked up one of these, and it's a Meccano spiky robot. I picked this one up because it was different to the one I had. Mine was like the white one. It was the standard one. This is the blue and chrome edition, and you can see, for obvious reasons, blue and chrome. And the fact that it does come with the remote, no box, but to be honest, the box on the other one was pointless. It's just like a massive empty box with this sitting in it. So so yeah, I don't know how much I can get for this, to be honest. I sold my other one for £10 plus £4 postage. I paid £2 for that one. I paid £1.99 for this one. But it is a rarer colour, and there are people that collect them and like to stand them up. So I believe, I may be wrong, maybe I wasn't typing the right keywords, but I tried various types of keywords. I believe I might be the only one with the blue and chrome on eBay. So if I am, I might be able to put like £25 postage, £25 price tag on it, and just see if it goes. I know I'll get interest. I may get offers. If I get an offer of 15, 20, I may even take it, because I think that's fine for me. And it's, you know, £2 to 15 or 20, probably take, to be honest. So yeah, so that's not too bad. And next up, a couple of things. One is a show off. Actually, 2 is a show off. 1 is more of a bit of an update, actually. And what it was is, I went into a shop in Whittam, and they were doing PS2 games, any single disc game for just 60p, and they had 20% off. So I picked up 3 games, which cost me a total of £1.44 for all 3 games, and it was Ratchet and Clank, Ratchet and Clank 2, and of course Ratchet and Clank 3. Now, yes, there is another one. There is a 4th, but they didn't have it on the shelf, unfortunately. But I didn't know at the time. I saw these and I thought, might make a nice little bundle. Might make, I might be able to sell them for a tenner. Excuse me. Might be able to sell them for a tenner, which is below that £20 threshold. But they are computer games, so they'll sell pretty quick, so I don't mind. And of course, they go in a normal letter, a large letter. I might just be able to fit them in like that. I still go by, if it fits in a post box, it's a large letter, regardless of what the Royal Mail says. Don't follow me on that. Don't take my word for it. I'm definitely no guru, okay, despite rumours. But I'm definitely no guru. Don't listen to me on that. Check it out if you want. See what the Royal Mail says about it. But for me personally, anything that fits in a Royal Mail box, I put in a Royal Mail box, and I've never had any issues. But that's not to say I won't. So, but anyway, yeah. So 3 of these, and I thought that was pretty cool. They're all, all the discs are good, all the manuals are there. However, turns out I've checked on eBay, and the average price for 3 of these, with one of them being platinum, is about 25 quid. So, and that's sold. That's sold prices. There are people asking 30, 35, even 40, but they're all black label ones. So yeah, I could probably list them for £25, and they'd go probably pretty quick. And that's not underselling them. That's like quite a top end price for 3 of these. So yeah, well pleased I picked these up. If I can find a 4th, if I can find Ratchet and Clank 4 for cheap, maybe a couple of quid, I'd be tempted to buy the 4th, because you can get about 40 quid, 35 to 40 quid definitely for all 4 Ratchet and Clanks. So yeah, really nice pickup for £1.44. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to update you on some games that I bought. I paid £13. It actually worked out, I think it was like £2 or £2.50 a game plus postage. But I got Crash Bandicoot. These are all Xbox original games. Crash Bandicoot Wrath of the Cortex. It's about a £9 game, £8 to £9 game. So that one wasn't anything special, but to be honest, that one was thrown in because I wanted Spyro Shadow Legacy on Nintendo DS. And unfortunately, the lady's son had given it away. So she said, look, do you want a refund of the £2 or £2.50? I can't remember how much it was, but the £2 or £2.50. Or do you want to just pick another game and I'll just throw it in the pack? So I picked Crash Bandicoot because I knew that was a £9 game, and the postage was all it for all of them, so I didn't mind. So yeah, that's a £9 game. I picked up Robot Wars Extreme Destruction. That sells for between 12 and even up to £20 sometimes. So I may aim for like 15 quid on that. Once again, it's under that 20 threshold, but I couldn't really complain, really. The fact that I paid 13 quid for all of these. I also got The Simpsons Hit and Run. That's like a 14 to £16 game all day long. And the pinnacle of this bundle was finally, some of you may think I've had loads of them, but for me it's my first one, and I finally got hold of a Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, which realistically sells for 35 quid. There are people that say, oh, aim for like 50, aim for 45 or 50, but all of the recent ones have sold for 35. So I don't know if I want to try and attempt to break that trend and sell it for 50, or if I just want to list it for 35 and have an instant flip from like 2 quid to 35, which would be great. But I don't know, because it is rare. It is a bolo for sure. and I don't want to undersell it, so I may aim for 40, 45 and see what happens. So yeah, I haven't got them yet. They are being posted to me, so I apologize. I can't show them to you right now, but you have to take my word that I have bought them, and that I will show them in my next video, depending on when they turn up. But also, I want to say thanks to someone. I'm just going to very, very quickly get this guy's name, because he did post on one of my videos. Bear with me just like one second, because I've got to get this guy's name. I want to make sure that I name him, because he left a comment on that crappy week video that I posted, where I said, you know, I was just bringing in some money. That's all I was really doing that week. It wasn't a normal week for me. I was clearing stock that had been around for a while, just fairly cheap. I was still making a profit, not always much, but yeah, I was making a profit on it. I was shifting it quick just to help out a friend of mine, which I've done now. It's all good. And he basically, what happened was, I was showing off some Lego in that video. That I had a bag of Lego that I couldn't shift even for a tenner. And he said, "Oh, you do realise you've got the Bane tumbler, or at least most of the Bane tumbler, in that bag." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, I didn't really think much of it, because I don't know much about Lego. But then he highlighted the fact that there was a good profit in that, and I checked eBay, and it goes for like 15 quid top end just for the Bane tumbler, and that's without the minifig. So I thought, okay, what I'll do is I'll go to Bricklink, and I'll look up the parts of what I need. And I went to Brick Browser and actually bought the parts. Unfortunately, they didn't have all the parts, so I had to order from Bricklink as well. So I've still got a few parts coming, 2 parts in fact. But what I did was, here's the tumbler that was incomplete. Okay, so most of it's there, and you've got all that. But what I did was, I ordered these 2 bits here. So there's one, they kind of fold up. Okay, so 1 and 2. I also ordered the 2 bits there, so it's the same part, just, you know, 4 of them. I also ordered that little part, just there, little brown part. Okay, it may not focus, but hopefully you can see anyway. And I also ordered the fire, which goes in the back there to make it look like the exhaust is on. And I can't put them on, but I also ordered these 4 bits. They combine to make 2 bits, but you got, you know, they are 4 because of the tires as well as the actual wheel. So I ordered these 2, which are the front wheels. Okay, so they will go there. And what I'm waiting on is, I'm waiting on one of these, which goes there. And well, actually, sorry, it will go on the bottom of the wishbone. The wishbone will go here, and then the 2 tires, one each side, and then under that you'll get one of these little, I think they're called bolt clips or bolt cap or something along them lines. I'm still learning Lego, so sorry if I just butchered the name. But yeah, so I just want to say a thanks to Shiny Hunter H96 for pointing out that this was almost complete. And I mean, I think it cost me like £1.60 or something, and I think £1, actually it must have been less than that. It must have been £1.30, because I think £1.20 was just for postage, and the parts were like 2p, 5p, 6p, something like that. So from Bricklink, so, and sorry, from Brick Browser. So yeah, so big thanks to Shiny Hunter H96 who pointed that out. And it means that by spending just less than a couple of quid, I might be able to sell this for 15, which was actually more than the entire bag of Lego was worth. Sorry, then I paid for the entire bag of Lego. So yeah, cheers for that, mate. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to keep you for too long. My previous video, by the way, which is, I think it's just finished uploading, because I think I may have got a comment. It was some auction footage, which I hope you guys enjoy. It's nothing special. It's just me looking around my local auction, which I had a look in today. Not too much, to be honest. There's a couple of lots that I need to check out and research a bit better. but I don't think there's anything that I'm going back to buy. But I may source tomorrow. I may go out and go on a little picking trip and see what I can buy and see what else I can show off. So yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I hope you guys still enjoy these videos. I still enjoy making them, and yeah, it's been a much better week. I think I sent 11 packages this morning, so it's just been busy. But hey, that's our life, isn't it? So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna head off now, relax for a bit, and yeah, I'll speak to you again soon. So cheers.